fathers are basically mothers, but the vagina was inverted, which actually, fun fact, when you develop inside of the wombussy, you grow a vagina before you grow a penis, so everybody's a woman at some point. So this is just like the next evolution. You like Tamagotchi evolved from woman to penis. From vagina to penis. I know plenty of men with vaginas, me too, and I know women with penises. So I feel like we're on the same page and we can ignore that it's a dad.
Froggy is truly based.
Today I'm gonna be your mom. You get to be my pretty little princess and I get to be your mom. On that topic, I found out that ovaries turn to testicles. So I wonder if the clitoris turns into the penis or if the shaft of the vaginal canal turns into the penis. I don't know which one. But then you're like, what's the point of the clit? Because the clit doesn't really do anything. But anyway, I'm gonna raise you. I'm gonna bring you up and I'm gonna nurture you and it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be so nice.
Hello?
I hear you now. Hey!
Yay! I had to restart the PC because I needed to ask you an important question in the middle of your Mother's Day.
No, that's perfectly fine. You can interrupt. You can ask me whatever.
If you are on a plane to a different place and the plane is more than 2 hours and you shit your pants, do you get kicked off the plane? What are the rules? Do they have spare pants laying around? Like if I dropped an absolute deuce, a big old stinky on the board of a plane somewhere else, right? They can't kick me off because what? The restrooms were overcrowded? Like what if I have diarrhea? I absolutely drop trowel in the middle of this plane. They can't turn it around. Froggy?
Hey, I have a question. Are you on your way somewhere on a plane right now? Do you really? Would they kick you off? That's crazy. The plane could be forced to land because if it's a biohazard? Is poop a biohazard? Well, then why do they have planes on? I mean, why do they have planes on the toilet? Why do they have toilets on the plane? This is a biohazard. Do they make you jump off? If you filled your pants with poop and then you jumped off, you'd probably live because you would just land in it. But babies probably poop their pants all the time on the plane. Why if I'm a grown adult and I go on a plane and I shit my pants, why would I get kicked off or why would I force a landing? Poop is not good at stopping fall damage. I just feel like if it's all there in the one bag, you'd probably land on it and it would be like, you know, but it would be like a cushion for your fall. You'd have to be a projectile. You'd have to be projectile shitting on passenger. Wait, did he have prune juice? Is that why he's asking me this question? Is that why he's fucking asking me? So,
hello? Yeah, what's up?
So,
hey, what's up, McDonald?
I just wanted you to know that babies, sorry,
Okay,
sorry, it was a Freudian slip. But
my queen lesbians, rise up.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Thanks.
Destroy the world, take over.
Thanks.
Get in a relationship, get married in 3 weeks, and then move out.
What?
My lesbian fans will understand.
What? Hey, who made this? Hey, who the somebody made like Bert, but put my head on it, and now it's Frog
Can you show
Bert.
me that JPEG, please?
What the fuck, man?
That's kind of cute, though.
Wait, he's kind of cute. Oh, right. So I was calling you to say that, well, babies poop their pants all the time on the plane, and nobody's throwing them off of the moving vehicle.
No, they do.
So.
Do you know that? Wait, they do.
Yeah. So wait, what?
Well, the difference is babies have a disposable diaper that I believe are flush safe in the plane, right? Whereas a grown-ass adult who is in his questionable age, let's be liberal here and say like 30s, who takes a big old fat shit on a plane in the middle of a seat because he just can't hold it because he had like Taco Bell earlier, and you know how Taco Bell do on your boy, and it's not my fault. I just had a big old diarrhea. Oops daisies. Why am I being kicked off the plane? Why are we doing a U-turn? Why am I on a flight list? Like, these are the questions I'm trying to ask. I mean, like, would I be a flight risk if I'm taking big old shits on a plane? Because, like, we've all had those shits where it's like a fart, and then, yeah, Google it. Google it right now.
How did you know?
Look it up. Google it.
How did you know this is going in my search history right now?
Hey, Froggy, look it up.
If I shit myself on a plane, do they have to emergency land?
I assume they get a hose and they spray you down.
I flew covered in piss.
Hey, sorry, what?
If you soil yourself, there will not be an emergency landing.
Showed up to just
Okay, so
immediately
you're covered in piss. You're covered in pee-pee.
That makes sense because I loaded up onto a plane covered in pee. Why was I covered in pee? I'm so glad you asked. This is my favorite story to tell.
Why were you covered in pee?
I'm so glad that you asked me, your mother, on Mother's Day, why I was covered in pee on a plane. So
raises small paw like I'm a puppy.
Yeah.
Oh, mommy.
Oh yeah.
Please tell the story of the time you peed everywhere on a plane.
I've been trying and failing to be a mom for chat all day.
Tell us your piss story, mother. Tell me about your piss.
So what happened was, I was going to San Japan. And I go to pee. It's 2 flights. And the first flight, I go to pee. I sit down. The toilet is soaked, and I'm like, "Oh, that sucks. I should have looked before sitting. That sucks a lot." Okay, so my ass is soaked. I try and like wipe it off with toilet paper, or whatever. And then we get on the plane, and the peeing mode, and then time to fly.
Gather around, children, it's the pee story again.
Pee-pee's time to fly. Pee-pee's time to fly. Then, before the second plane, I went to the bathroom again. And I'm like, oh, I sure hope this is better than last time. Okay, the toilet seat is dry, thank God. And I have a little sit, and I do my business. I go, and I'm going to wipe. And then as I lean forward to wipe, the toilet automatically flushes and sprays me with my own piss. It is on my legs, it's on my hands, it's on my ass, my thighs, my crotch, it's all over me. And I stand up, and I don't have time. I don't have fucking time, so I wipe my hands off. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I just pull up my pants, and I go, I'm wet, I'm covered in piss. And I wash my hands, and I hurry out there to the loading area because I gotta get on the fucking plane. And I sat there for 3 hours on a plane covered in my own piss.
For a moment there, you were gonna say like everything was normal, then some guy came in and started peeing on me.
Not to get political, but with this,
I'm in fight or flight.
With the state of like airports in America and all of that right now, I would not be surprised if someone was allowed to come up and just take a big piss on me. I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, yeah, I was braced for that. Because, oh my God, when we were going through the airports, they were like, hey, so our systems are actually all down right now. We're just gonna check your items manually, so give us your bag, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, hey, what do you mean the systems? What is that? Like the plane? Like, am I okay? So they were going through the bags and everything, but they didn't want our shoes. And usually when you have the x-ray machines, you would take your shoes off and you put them in the bin. But they're like, no, just leave your shoes on, because they had so many people to go through. And as we were passing through, I looked at Maddie, who I was traveling with, and I was like, guess they're not interested in the knife collection I keep in my shoe.
Stop saying this joke. You're gonna be put on a list.
I guess they don't care about my knife collection in my shoes. Wait.
Can I tell my poop story real quick? Wait, you have another pee story? Go ahead.
No, I don't.
No, Froggy, you got a piss story? Go ahead, quick. Sorry, my bad.
Oh my
She
God.
Gets back to the hotel
Dear
room.
Lord,
Man,
I know you give your hardest best to your strongest words, but I think you got something mixed up because you just keep sending them Des Froggy's way, and she's just not that guy.
You stinky, gross piss lady. You stinky, yucky piss girl. Get over here.
We were talking about pee earlier, and now we're talking about pee again. That's crazy. My cousin, so whenever I get together with my cousin and she talks to me about childbirth, she's like, no, yo, if you don't want kids, do not have them. If you're not sure about kids, and you don't want kids, don't have them. Because I sneeze, I pee. I laugh, I pee. I yawn, I pee.
I need you to understand that the systems that
she was like, my body has never recovered. I piss myself all the time.
I'm just all piss all the time.
And she's like, yeah, it's gonna destroy your body in irreparable ways. And I've been doing like Kegels or whatever, and I can't. I just pee myself, and I feel like she's having like a little funeral for her womb and her vagina every time I talk to her. Like it's like a vaginal funeral. She gets together and she just like reminisces about the good times when she could laugh without peeing and stuff like that.
You said your cousin, right?
Oh yeah, and we're super close. We're like sisters.
Hi, Froggy Loch's cousin. I'm so sorry that you thought this would be in confidence with Froggy, but she's a streamer, and now a couple people know about this, and I'm so sorry that what you told in Froggy in deep secret is now for people to hear in the hundreds. I pray you never to the stream, because the amount of people that now know you piss when you sneeze is way too many.
Well, apparently that's everyone who's had a kid.
That's not true.
That's not true?
I'm a damn vex right now.
Cause she was like, it's just something that happens and you just pee forever. I love my kids, but I feel like a sprinkler. I feel like a little sprinkler out here is awful. Fucking awful.
Niagara Falls is whenever I have a giggle. Like I can't laugh anymore. I'm very dead inside. Otherwise, it just comes flowing out.
But if you think about it, like when you get old, that's gonna start happening anyway. So
no.
Does what?
Nope.
I thought when you were old.
I'm 50, I'm gonna jump off a bridge. I'm not gonna give time. I'm not gonna give Father Time the advantage. I'm just gonna jump off a bridge when I'm 50.
Papa! What the fuck?
Listen, I am the ruler of my own destiny. If the universe is trying to get me to shit myself, I'll say nay, not if I shit myself first. And there I go off the bridge. Whee!
Okay, you're saying this in front of Steve, my young Steve, and that's really fucked up.
I'm grabbing Steve on the face and saying to them, I am going to jump off a bridge.
At 50
and it's your mom's fault.
At 50 years old. Oh my god. Dude, that reminds me of the bar at San Japan when I almost killed that guy with a bottle. Were you there for that? Were you next to me?
I was not in. First off, I wasn't in San Japan, so you're incriminating yourself.
You weren't?
No.
Wait, what did we just go to?
We went to WeebCon.
Oh shit, WeebCon.
Yeah.
Shit.
We had depression.
Oh, okay, WeebCon. We went to the bar, and then like we didn't
go. No, stop it. We didn't go to no. Oh wait.
Yeah, and you were sitting next to me. You were sitting next to me, and there were like other people that other people knew, but I didn't know them. And then there was like a girl, and then some guy came up and just took her hands. And was like, I'm gonna end myself in front of you. And dude, I was so scared because I didn't know that they were friends and I didn't know that they knew each other. And I just I grabbed my bottle and I started to get up and I was like, do they know each other? Is this,
Froggy was freaking out and she couldn't explain it to me for like 10 minutes. Like she was having a conniption. And I'm sitting here trying to get my
This is your Captain Shadow the Hedgehog. Over the right wing you can see the lush temperate forests of the north. Over the left wing comes the plain that pisses on our plain. Fire rape is
I didn't know they knew each other! I didn't know that they fucking knew each other! So they did! They were friends! They were friends! And they were joking around, but I thought it was a strange man who just walked up to this woman and I was ready to go.
I'm gonna end myself and then you.
Dude, I thought a stranger just went up to her and started saying that because when I was in college, I used to have interactions like that with strangers where I'd be like crossing a parking lot just to get to school and some guy would come up and just like take one hand and be like, smiling, always smiling, and then he would keep walking past me. And so I was like, okay, we're having an outdoors moment. Too many piss stories today. I don't know what it is about today. Maybe it's something to do with moms. Maybe piss is like correlated.
Moms are full of piss. You heard it here first.
They're full of piss, clean piss. So this is the place and time for pee stories.
Yep. That being said, Froggy, there was a gentleman who was clearly on bath salts, and Froggy was freaking out. She was like, "Don't make a scene!" Meanwhile, making a scene, looking at the guy, like pointing at the guy, and she's like pissing the street, like, "Don't look at me!"
Well, I made the
not used to that environment.
I made the mistake of like we stepped out, and I knew the music that was playing, so I started rapping it and doing a little jig on the sidewalk, and then he was like, "Yeah, fucking dance!" And I was like, "Oh god!"
That's not hyperbole. That's not like, oh, she's hamming it up. He screamed at her, "Yeah, fucking dance!"
And then he started like thrashing. So I was like, "Guys, he's going to kill us. We have to cross the street."
For context, I don't think he was gonna kill us.
I think so.
245. This dude was like 5 foot, 100 pounds soaking wet, and he was gone. He was gone. I don't know what he was on, but he was gonzo, and he was yelling at Froggy, which is pretty funny.
I went from like outwardly singing and dancing to just like standing still and just muttering the lyrics under my breath, hoping that no one would talk to me anymore.
Not to mention, every few minutes, Froggy would make an anecdote saying, "I could never do these kind of parties." I'm like, I know, Froggy. I've gathered that. You'd be like, "Oh, you know, if I went to that party, I'd just be overstimulated." I'm like, "You're overstimulated now."
Well,
not even in the party,
I think I kept saying I could never do a party like that because I wanted to in my heart of hearts. Like, I wanted to go down there and start dancing, but honestly, I think any group I pulled up to, they would just shoot me. That was the energy that I got.
I would shoot Froggy too. So Froggy was just dancing and singing lyrics in the street. So yeah, I would probably shoot her too. Actually, it's very fair.
Everyone looked so scary. Everyone looked really scary.
Author's note, chat. Nobody looks scary. Froggy's just not been outside in a long time. Every person looks normal, and then Froggy's just outside for the first time in years.
Like they were really scary. I don't know. They looked like they would beat me up. They made me think of the kids who would beat me up.
Froggy saw,
but as grown adults.
Froggy saw a group of attractive women in attractive clothing saying that was so fun, and Froggy said, "They're gonna fucking kill me," which is crazy. But you know, what else?
That was so good. It was so good. I'm Mi'kmaq, but I don't know what, like, typically the tribes have like subgroups depending on where they live, and I have been backtracking through information that my grandmother has given me on my great-grandmother, and I found that my roots are specifically from Sibiganagady.
What? Sorry?
Sibiganagady.
Hey, now you follow up that word with a bunch of laughter, which is concerning.
Sibiganagady.
I want to go on record, and this is some kind of slur.
Isn't that hard as fuck to say, right?
I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try.
Sibiganagady are a Mi'kmaq group in Halifax, but I found it really funny that that's where like my roots come from, because the other communities, like other Mi'kmaq communities, are like Moose Clan, Bear Clan, Sibiganagady.
Froggy, what's going on? Froggy, am I having a stroke? I'm even cracking a bottle of media. What's happening?
It's spelled. I put a tag on my stream because I thought that was so interesting and so fascinating. So I was looking up the Sibiganagady community. And like,
I want to go on record that when Froggy gets canceled, I have no way associated with her. I never knew her. I never met her my entire life. She's an enigma.
That's how it's pronounced. What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
That's how it's fucking pronounced.
Polish.
But it's spelled like that. Yeah. That's how it's spelled. But it's pronounced Sibiganagady.
You're starting to sound like Donzo from Naruto, is all I'm saying. You ever heard of the first Hokage? Or sorry, the second Hokage?
You're the one who's gonna get canceled. That's my culture.
You're starting to sound a little
Those are my
like the second
roots.
Hokage.
Those are my roots. I'm from Spaghetti Town.
Over here
And only, only I'm allowed to make jokes about.
You sound like Hokage number 2 is all I'm saying.
Only I'm allowed to make jokes about Sibiganagady.
I would like to shake the hands of everyone who got my really good Naruto joke.
Wait, what's your poop story?
Oh, my poop story. Okay, good. So it's actually today. It's a fresh poopy. It's a really fresh hotness.
Rancid. Okay, I'm done talking about Mi'kmaq. Can you tell me about your poop?
Yeah, of course.
It's fresh one, hot off the press. That's awesome.
Garrett, hot off my asshole. So I went to my mother-in-law's. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Hey, did you destroy your mother-in-law's toilet?
No. So I went to my sister-in-law's home where we're having the affair there, vis-a-vis the the nice little dinner breakfast thing. Right?
Yeah.
their kitchen is quite literally, not hyperbole, adjacent to the restroom. So and I have bad tummy problems today. So I'm like, hey, can I go to your upstairs bathroom to use the restroom? They're like, no, it's not clean up there. We really don't feel comfortable going up there. I'm like, come on, Froggy. Okay. So I'm a shy pooper, so I don't really want to poop where they're adjacent, where they're gonna be like, they're talking about like, you know, pump the band here. So I decide to instead be like, okay, well, that's great. I'll be okay, huh? And Mari's like, are you okay, dude? I'm like, I have to shit so bad, but I can't poop in here. And she's like, you should probably stop drinking that. And I look down, I forgot I'm drinking coffee. So I'm like, oh, right. So then I'm like, wow, the weather sure is nice. I say out loud as I go outside to like, oh, the weather. The moment I'm outside, I run to the car. No. I get in the car. I ran to my car and I drove off. I left the coffee on the porch, and I drove off. And the order was, I went to the only gas station in America, I'm pretty sure, without a bathroom for the first stop. So I was gonna go crazy there. I was gonna go fucking postal. Then I drove to a Wendy's and realized Wendy's is not open at 9 to just walk into to poop. So then I drove to another gas station, and in my frantic like haze of like I have to shit my pants, I yell at the poor guy. I'm like, do you have a bathroom? And he's like, yeah, it's in the back. I'm like, okay, thanks. And I sprint to the bathroom, and Froggy, grabs your hands, decimate this bathroom.
Don't.
Hold on my hands. I absolutely eviscerate. I shattered that porcelain throne in half. I am. That scene where Arthas is defeated and the god his sword shatters in pieces. That's my asshole.
Oh my
god! Porcelain throne.
Oh my god!
All the souls being released from the sword is all the souls from my butthole.
I can't believe you had to hop in your fucking car and take a drive to go.
Do you remember the scene in Indiana Jones with the Ark of the Covenant opening? And
it melts everybody's faces.
It melts the Nazis' faces. That's actually what happened to me. There was a Klan rally and they all died because
that's insane. That's insane.
So then I go back to the house, fresh as a newborn babe.
Yeah,
I feel renewed. I lost 15 pounds, and I walk into the house and I'm sweating. And I'm like out of breath. And Mari's like, are you okay? I'm like, it's really nice outside. I went for a walk. It was really nice. She's like, are you sick? I'm like, oh no. Which is the worst part of the story is later in the eve
when you destroyed that innocent man's bathroom. What do you mean?
I ruined some guy's bathroom. But the worst part of the story truly is when we were having like the Mother's Day breakfast.
Yeah.
I thought my bowels had purged themselves. So I actually went to that downstairs restroom where everyone else was eating, and I sat down. I thought, round 2 will hurt, and it goes, and I just make the worst noises, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die here.
I'm crying out of my left fucking eye.
I'm gonna die here. This is a nurse pooper's nightmare. This is a nightmare. So that was my morning. Like today, that is a fresh today hotness.
I am so sorry. I want to say it's so funny when you do the grab your hands because you do that in real life.
I do. For those who are curious, when you're my friend, I'll grab your hands and
when he is saying grabs your hands, holds your hands. When I met him in real life, he does that. He'll just take your hands and hold them.
It's true. I grabbed Froggy's hands multiple times.
Oh my god!
May I tell you a Froggy story?
What?
Yeah, can I tell your chat while you're autistic?
What? They already know. I wasn't
but as if they didn't know already.
I wasn't autistic until I got diagnosed because I started streaming on Twitch. I wasn't autistic, and then I became a Twitch streamer, and then I got diagnosed.
Yeah, well, you did some whack shit at the hotel room that I will not forgive you for. Yeah, I will not forgive you for this. This is the first time we're talking about this in Maine, and I'm gonna cancel Froggy live. I did some whack. She's like, dude, we got Whataburger. It was me, Mari, and Cab, and Froggy. I think your mom stopped by on one point. I forget, but it was us. We're doing Whataburger, which is dog shit food. But Froggy was exasperated. And Froggy just like lays down on the hotel floor and just flops around and just whines. That is the nastiest thing you could ever lay down on.
I don't remember doing that?
You were on the floor, arms and legs just like you're a starfish, just being like, I'm so hungry.
I was hungry!
Right, but that's the grossest thing you could ever. They don't clean those, Froggy.
What?
Do you not know that?
Hey, do you remember how you exploded an entire fancy ketchup all over my carpet? Are you telling me that they didn't clean that?
They did not clean that, by the way. No, they didn't. Absolutely did not. I mean, they clean it in the sense that, like, you know, I dust my floors sometimes. They clean hotel floors? I don't believe you. I do. They have to. I do not believe they do that. I think they just vacuum them. That's it.
Hey, I'm nervous.
I'm pretty sure they vacuum them, but I'm pretty sure you can get hepatitis in the floors.
I do want to say, when I came home to Canada, I didn't get sick, which usually I get con cred. Like, usually I get sick after conventions.
Right.
But I didn't get sick this time when I came home.
Maybe
I picked
by rolling on the floor.
Maybe rolling on the carpet and being covered in pee when I came in, like, prepped my body. It like it got my fluids into gear. Not my fluids. My what do they call? Gross. No, the white blood cells where your body, your immune system. That's what it's called. I think it kicks my immune system into like drive and to start working.
Hey, you know we left Spite in that hall, right?
What?
we never came and picked Spite up. You know that, right? Remember that? Remember the Spite standee we had? We just never.
You don't get to say we. That's you. You don't get to say we. On the first day, Papa and Mari brought a big Spite standee.
No, just Papa. I stole Spite.
Okay, Papa brought a big Spite standee into our panel, and he was like, look, it's my Spite. And I was like, oh, that's fucking wicked. You forgot it. You left it in there.
Yeah,
I didn't. That's not my Spite.
So high key, if you guys see any footage of WeebCon, it's like if you look in like the main convention like auditorium where Froggy and she's just in the corner staring.
Wait, so was she just left in that panel room for the whole convention?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So there was this one time where I was on a plane and
Yeah, nothing got done, and whack shit got said. Froggy just busted it down on stage.
I'm so glad I didn't dislocate my knee on stage.
I was so glad you didn't just kick the microphones and shit. You were like an inch away from breaking shit, dude.
I couldn't see anything, but I hit the gritty and I started crawling around and smoking the microphone like it was a cigar.
It's true, it was really sick. So for the 50 folks who came out, you guys witnessed something that is cursed and only you can share. I don't have a vtuber.
We can make one and we can just make it. Do you really not?
I want to read your... Okay. Froggy began streaming as a flesh tuber during her time in college, where she traveled far and abroad for. College is a very isolating time for her and her world, and her art in World of Warcraft streams were her predominant social outlet. Outside of her roleplay guilds, where she was a part of. Froggy, I love you.
Hey, I'm not telling you guys about my life anymore. What the fuck, dude? Why'd you make it sound so sad?
Yeah, it sounds incredibly sad. In her late teens, she obtained work on a children's book illustration, and later worked on the animation industry.
Those are all normal jobs.
Froggy, they're not.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna gatekeep you a little bit. Can I tell you my normal jobs that I've had?
Yeah, tell me your normal fucking jobs. Yeah, sure. Yeah, gatekeep your normal fucking job for me. Yeah, painting faces.
Froggy, animation and painting faces. No. You know what normal? I worked at factories, assembly lines. I worked at fucking retail. Motherfucker, retail. Your jobs are painting faces. My jobs are being depressed and talking to Karens at GameStop as a 16-year-old adult, telling them why Call of Duty is bad for their fucking kid.
How do I make a VTuber Wikipedia page?
To preserve her dominance, she doesn't share her previous projects beyond the last one she worked on, which was Space Jam: A New Legacy. That's true. That was the last thing I worked on. That was the last. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? What the fuck? Hey, I got to work on
Marvin the Martian. I got to work on. I worked on Marvin the Martian's ship. Okay. I got to work on Marvin the Martian's ship. Okay, that's pretty badass. It's pretty wicked. How do I make a Wikipedia page? Dude, I made you a wiki.
Hey.
I made you a Wikipedia page.
Dude, I don't even know my lore.
Papamutt is a Twitch streamer who drives 30 minutes away from his sister's house to take a shit and eats butter.